Good afternoon, everybody. Today's show will be a live show talking about things that you should do after a car accident or another personal injury accident in Ontario. Now, the weather is terrible. You look outside, absolutely awful, and it's to be expected at this time of year. But even when you're prepared, things can still happen that you didn't expect. You get rear ended, or someone makes a wrong turn, and suddenly you're in a car accident. What do you do? Today we're going to go over what to do, what not to do, and just a quick one. I'm not a lawyer. I was in a car accident a few years ago and I want to help other people. So here I am talking about what to do, what to not do, and remember I'm not a lawyer. I don't want to sign you up. I just want to tell you what you need to do to get your money, to get claims, to get the right medical help that you need for the car accident, bike accident. So what we'll do is we'll go over a quick introduction, and don't worry, it won't be a boring PowerPoint presentation. I just want to introduce who I am, what we're doing here today, basically. I'd like to go over immediate actions. Now, you probably already had a car accident, so some of this might be in the past, but worth knowing. Medical attention, what to do. Uh, Definitely get to a doctor. First thing I would say. Legal assistance. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but I do know a good amount about law firms in Ontario. And just a quick one. My name's Alex. I work for Fortis Medical Legal Consultants in accident injury. I have a lot of lived experience as an LGBT person in accident. What to do after a car accident? Because when I had an accident 2 years ago, I had no idea. And that's when I decided with my partner to found an organization to help people like you. Because I didn't know what to do. I'm new to Canada and I didn't know that you can get healthcare, you can get money to help your healthcare, you can get mental health support. Because it is quite traumatic having a car accident. And we want to reach out to people and let them know that this help is available. So here I am today. And if you haven't already, check out fortismlc.ca. Open up a new tab, take a look at the website, see what we do. We cover all accidents, we cover cycling, we cover Uber, we cover people that have been hurt in a slip and fall, even long-term disability benefits. We can help with that. And like I said, it's not a bad thing that we're not a law firm. It's a good thing. This is pretty obvious, but car accidents are a common occurrence, especially during winter. And most of you here brought up in Canada, and if you haven't, you're probably good enough at driving to know what to do, what to not do. Um, but it's important to know what to do, especially when it's cold outside. You're going to forget about key details like taking pictures of the car accident, getting their insurance details, making sure you recall details of the accident, take down witnesses, look at phone numbers, make sure that you can keep in contact with whoever was around you at that time. It will help your claim. The important thing is also to, seek medical attention. Get down to your emergency room, get down there, talk to your doctor. If you don't have a doctor, use a walk-in doctor. If you can't walk in because it's too cold outside, use an online service such as rocketdoctor.ca. Highly recommended. It allows you to have an online virtual consultation for around $50 or $60 Canadian. You can get a really quick, within about an hour, seen by a doctor to help you get medications or a referral to a physiatrist or other healthcare professional. Immediate actions to do. And again, this is kind of what I already mentioned, and some of you may have already been in an accident or know someone who has, but safety first. Keep warm, very important, but move out of safety, out of all the cars on the road. Check for injuries, and you might not realize it, but you might have something like concussion, or you might have something around vestibular, around the neck, or even in the brain that you don't know about. And it could also be previous injuries. I know people who've been in 8 or 9 injuries, who've been rear-ended, end up with catastrophic injuries because they had prior ones. And I said this just now, and it's worth reiterating, documentation. Not just when the accident happens, but afterwards as well. Keep everything. If you're an unorganized or disorganized person, write it down. Write everything down. You'll need it in future. It's been 2 years since I had my car accident, but I'm still gathering bits of paperwork and remembering small details. And the small details that you forget mean having a good case for getting compensation, or the insurance company trying to trick you up because you got the wrong date or you remembered something wrong. So get the key details down from the beginning after the accident. And that includes, after you get medical help, writing stuff down. Create a diary. This one's really obvious, but most people only think about it in the most severe contexts. So if you've been very badly injured, unfortunately, or something has happened that means that you have to go straight to hospital, yeah, that's really unfortunate, but look out for yourself if you've only been rear-ended or something smaller. The healthcare system in Ontario is actually pretty good, and it offers healthcare based not upon fault. They're not interested in whose fault it was. They just want to give you treatment. Go as well as going to the accident reporting centre or using the app on your phone to report the accident to the government. You should also see your family doctor, or a walk-in clinic for minor injuries. And that's even if you're not sure whether you're injured properly or not. Document it. Document everything. If you have a headache, if you can't sleep, document it and see your healthcare professional. Also, if you're looking to further your claim and look to get compensation from insurance companies, which you can all do, everyone residing can get compensation to help with their future healthcare. That includes mental health, that includes physical health, that includes job losses, income replacement benefits, things like that. Keep all the documents. For some reason, this page hasn't come up properly. But the key actions, what to do to report the actions, are to report the accident to the police, or report the accident to the accident reporting centres, or there's a really helpful app on Android and Apple, which you can do it straight away. Some insurance companies also let you report it through their apps. Absolutely do that. Keep all the details that you can. The other thing is to look for witnesses. Now, it's not showing on the screen, but the second thing to do is to talk to witnesses or those who are in the other car, other passengers. Now, avoid getting into any discussions, any heated debates. Don't go any further than that. Stay cool. There's nothing that you can do at the moment of the accident that can help it. There's no point in blaming each other. Make sure they're healthy, or they're not injured, or they're able to drive themselves or get somewhere. Call the police if necessary. Witnesses are one thing that you really, really need. The key action as well with immediate actions is go get medical help, whether that's the emergency room or elsewhere. This is a bigger one, and people are scared of this. I am. I'm new to Canada, legal, lawyers, all that stuff. I was never that good at it. But you should get expert advice from a lawyer. And that doesn't mean just finding one randomly on Google. You could use us. We can help you find one. But I would say that the good thing about a lawyer is they can help you with your claim really well. They know things that you wouldn't even think about. Social media. After a car accident, do you really want to be showing that you're going on vacation to the Bahamas or Florida? No. A lawyer will help you get past those things. A lawyer will help you, remind you about the right language to use, how to talk to the insurance company, they will deal with the insurance company for you. There are a lot of legal resources out there too to do it by yourself. On our website, we actually do have a resources section on how to fill out all those very complicated OCF 18s, OCF 2s, OCF 4s. If you haven't yet got legal help and you're doing it by yourself, there's a lot to do, and there's a lot of places that you can really fall down, literally and figuratively. You definitely want to have those resources. I'll repeat some of the stuff that I've already said about here and reiterate that getting medical help is the most key thing possible. Make sure that whatever you're doing is towards recovery. Don't avoid it. Don't avoid going to the physio. If you need to go to the physio. If you need to see a physiatrist, go see one. If you need to get an x-ray, definitely do it. Document everything. Talk to people. Talk to professionals. And consider legal advice. Don't settle for the first one. You could even talk to us. we'll find you one. If you're not sure, if you live in Ottawa or if you live in Toronto, we have a network across the whole province. We have some pretty good lawyers who specialize in different areas. So if you've had an Uber accident or a biking accident, it'll be slightly different to a slip and fall. Or if you had an accident at the grocery store and you were injured whilst you were doing grocery shopping, slightly different things. If you fall over on an icy sidewalk, that's different too. There are different steps you need to take. But the important thing, don't do it yourself. So visit fortismlc.ca. The URL's just up there or somewhere on the screen. Visit it. Go on our YouTube profile. Look at the resources. And maybe we can help you. We have some really good connections. We're experts. And